Good evening. Okay, great. We are live. So good evening, everyone. My name is Kina Hodges. Welcome to the Art of Healing. I am one of a few global coaches for the Color Me World community, and I am so incredibly excited to be able to come on live tonight to talk to you all about something that I am so passionate about, right? Healing. And so a little bit about me. I'm a holistic life coach. I am a nutritionist, an herbalist, a yoga teacher, a mom, a whole bunch of things. But my mantra is that when you heal yourself, you heal the collective. And so I have made it my mission now that I am in this healed space to make sure that I share with the world how you too can also experience this type of healing. So tonight we're talking about massage, right? I can't wait to bring on my guest tonight, because when you think about massage therapy, I don't know if you're going to think about what we're getting ready to talk about. I've had massages for years, and I've been at spas like the Elizabeth Red Arden, Red Door, when you go on vacation, that kind of thing. And then somebody referred me to this amazing man in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I went to him, and it was like an experience I had never had before. And now, because of it, I have greater flexibility, greater peace of mind, releasing blockages, releasing trauma. All kinds of stuff that I never thought that it could happen on a massage table. So I'm incredibly excited, and I want you all to give a warm welcome to my guest, Mr. William Jeter of I Am Massage. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you tonight?
I'm at peace. Excited for this, to be on with you, especially for the work we've gotten done and the progress we've made.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, for it to be like raw, and we just get right into it,
All right. Well, let's get into it. So before we get into it, you got to tell the people a little bit about yourself. So you got to tell them who you are.
Right? I don't know. I usually don't talk about myself. Seems like I have more confidence when I'm at the office, in that environment, in that space.
Yeah.
But I've been a part of massage therapy, healing. We'll get into those two differences later, of course. But I've been a part of this for like 18 years now. If you add school into that, it's like 22 years.
Okay.
Of just really being a part of all this and the whole movement and how it's evolved,
Okay.
And how I became a part of it. I was just sitting on the couch, and the universe just moved me. Okay. Universe, God, whatever title you want to use, right?
Right.
Go be a massage therapist, But when I got there, it was a total different environment and experience for me, seriously. And it opened me up to a realm that I was kind of familiar with mentally, but not totally connected to it spiritually, So here I am. Yeah.
Here you are. Okay, so you touched on like this healing, this spirituality piece of it. So let's just jump right in, right? So what is the difference between what you do and a masseuse, right? So let's talk about that. Let's start there.
Now,
what is a masseuse?
That's a hot one for me. I can't speak for other people, but a few other people, right?
All right.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna be nice. I'm always nice, You are. The thing is, I can't speak for everybody, so I'm just gonna speak for me and a few other people that I know. Massage therapists, we put in a lot of work. We're educated. We've been to school. We've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this. From school to clinic. Continue education, you have to know the anatomy, you have to know the body, landmarks, origins and insertions, the belly of the muscle, how they work, synergists and antagonists. You got to love all this stuff, And we putting in a lot of work, and You know, I'm gonna be raw, so I'm gonna get right into it. So
Go ahead.
being a masseuse, man, they're not educated. You know, it's a lot of rubbing, and there's not any healing involved in that. You know,
Okay. So
yeah,
masseuse is somebody that like takes a 6-week course,
no, course,
or
no.
like, is it like
Yeah,
a man that comes home and just like, honey, I'm gonna give you a massage? Like,
yeah. I have
okay.
the oil.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put on the music. I have a table. I'm gonna slap you on it and oil you up and just rub you.
Okay.
There you
That's
have
it.
it. There you
Okay.
have it. And some people can be really good at that. But
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about healing. We're talking about therapy. We're talking
Okay.
about helping someone, and help alleviate some things, But
Mm-hmm.
masseuse, man, it's just rubbing, and it's a lot of other things that comes with that too. Different things that's not so good that's attached to it.
Like
You know,
what? Let's tell. We're getting raw. We're telling the people like why they want to find a massage therapist.
and
Like
not a
what
masseuse,
what are the things that they should be looking for
right?
versus a masseuse? So we got to get into that. So what are the things that differentiate massage therapists
Mm.
from masseuses?
License. As
Okay.
soon as you walk in the door, look for license.
Okay.
Look for some license. But other than that, you can get hurt. Some people get injured. I have people come to me who have gotten injured from a masseuse.
Wow.
Not knowing what they're doing with a person's body. And
Mm-hmm.
imagine a masseuse giving a pregnant woman a massage and not knowing what
Mm-hmm.
to avoid. And that happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They be involved. It's more respect that comes into it when you're a massage therapist than a masseuse. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So they get a lot of injuries happen, draping, you
Mm-hmm.
too much exposure. Now you've seen it, and everyone else that's paying attention has seen a lot of different exposure. And I am not trying to, speak ill of anyone,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
masseuse, use the masseuse title. Don't use the massage therapist title.
Okay.
So people know what they're getting involved in. You
Okay.
know? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave that
So now we're
alone.
going to come back to that. So there was a comment that pregnant women can have a miscarriage from a massage if they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
it's not like it's been proven,
Okay.
like it's proven, like it's been proven medically, but
Mm-hmm.
you have certain trigger points on the body and things you should stay away from when giving a pregnancy massage, and the masseuse wouldn't know that,
Okay.
and they
So
don't have
pregnant.
that. Go ahead.
Oh, no, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, they don't have the education to know that, and to inform, that person about that. They're
Okay.
pressed in the shoulders and the hands around the ankles and things like that, things you should avoid. They
Okay.
don't know anything about that. Yeah.
So I have a friend that just had a baby recently. And I noticed that she was getting massages up until her maybe like, no, I think she had it like her 40th week.
Okay.
And she was laying down on the table. I know that the table had a space for the belly.
Okay.
So, but yeah, she wasn't crushing
Yeah.
the belly. But is that okay? Because we might have some people right now that are pregnant or trying to get pregnant and want to be able to figure out, if I start making massage therapy a part of my self-care routine,
Right.
and my life starts to change,
Right.
can it go with me throughout these various stages of my life?
Oh, most definitely, because when pregnant, the body starts to change a lot, and it's rapid, and it happens
Mm-hmm.
pretty quick. So about the ligaments and things starting to loosen up to make room for all the changes in the growth.
Right.
And as long as it's not in the first trimester,
Mm-hmm.
we're getting that you start in your second trimester. I usually wait until like 3 weeks into the second trimester
Okay.
before I even start. So yeah, as long as you have, some people do sideline massage, prenatal massage,
Mm-hmm.
that works. Some people don't like to lie, in the table because of the
Mm-hmm.
weight of the belly,
Mm-hmm.
not being supported, just like this hanging there, which I totally get. So I do sideline, like putting a pillow for supporting the baby and the mother
Okay.
underneath the belly. So yeah, it really helps with a lot of the back pain that a lot of women experience. Yeah, when they
Listen, my son was 10 pounds. I gained 65 pounds when I was pregnant. And it was just
how much?
65 pounds. And I don't think I had, no, I didn't have a massage. I didn't get into massage till I could afford a massage, right? So, and at that time, it was like, let me treat myself
Right.
to, the Red Door experience or the spa at my gym.
I got you.
And I would just leave congested.
Right.
So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, well, maybe it's working. And it's like, drink a lot of water. So
Right.
what happened with that? Because I'm sure people have had massages before and you're like laying on the table. I've even had this when I've been on the table with you where I'm like, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what is that? What's that experience?
It's to put it simply, when you put your head into the face cradle,
Mm-hmm.
it's pressure on your sinus,
Okay.
like through here.
Mm-hmm.
And the sinus pressure, when they start to release, it gets kind of cloggy. So when you get up, it kind of goes away after a little while,
Okay.
But that's just pretty much what it is. You get real stuffy. Or for me, I'll put a little eucalyptus inside the face cradle. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Everybody is different.
Right.
But I'll put a little bit in there just to help you stay clear because it can be a little uncomfortable.
Because then you're like breathing in your mouth, like.
And I always tell you, the focus on your breathing.
Yeah.
And
So
then your mouth is dried out.
listen, let me preface why I wanted to have you on, because
all right, cool.
the very first massage that I had with you.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just set the stage. Okay. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
I live 90 minutes away from where William's office is. Okay. Like where his studio is. I drive 90 minutes sometimes twice a month sometimes twice a month to make sure that I'm getting my self-care. And the first time I went, so these are things that I felt were like really important. He was ready. Like he wasn't getting the room set up. It was ready to go, met me at the door. Right. It was just an amazing ambiance. There was I won't say it's the application, but you have to fill out, issues that you might be having or whatever. We had a whole consultation before I ever stepped into the room. I was incredibly comfortable. And I was like maybe 10 minutes late again, because I had to drive 90 minutes. And he sensed all of that. Right. So we go in the room and he was like, just breathe for a second. Let's get all of this, nervous energy off of you. And as a yoga teacher, I know the importance of breath work, but I was still doing like shallow breathing, and he wouldn't even let me get on the table until we got the breathing together and got me all the way down. I was like, okay, I'm cool. Right. And then that whole experience, talked about, what was going on with my knee and what I needed. It was like a culmination of a whole bunch of stuff. So a lot of times when you go to like a massage envy, you have to pick one type of massage therapy, right? Like one type of modality. And like, I get it all. And he was
for
like,
one price.
For one price.
For one price.
One price.
Yes.
And so, it was like this energy exchange. And when he finished, y'all, when I got off the table, he's like, take your time. And I was like, why I gotta take my time? I hopped off the table and I almost fell. My legs were shaking. And I was like, I don't think I've ever had this type of energetic experience in a massage. So let's talk about that. Like, let's dive into, because people could go to Massage Envy because it's affordable. It's something they can do every single month, $49, whatever. But I can wholeheartedly say that is a waste of your $49 if you're not getting some of these other things. So let's kind of shift into the healing part of it, because it's more than you just rubbing knots out, right?
Exactly.
So let's talk about that. Like, what is it that you do when you're assessing what service or what modality to provide to somebody?
Well, when someone books, right? Say when you book, get your name. I try to do as much research as possible.
Okay.
If we even should work together.
So you Google me? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, a little bit. Hey, I've been doing this a long time, man.
No, it's funny.
Sometimes, you're like, maybe I shouldn't have booked you.
Okay. It's an energy thing. I got you.
We'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk. So I get as much research as I can. Now, that's not to judge someone. Certain people just resonate at a different frequency. you know? So for me, I'm gonna do the massage. But God, the universe created me to be a healer. Okay? You know, I need to know this to begin with. For me,
Right.
massage is easy. I can find the knot.
Mm-hmm.
But we're creating the knot. It's not always exercise, you know, or bad posture or the way that someone is sleeping and things like that, you know.
Right.
So for me, you know, once you come to the door, I like to know who you are. And that's not, and I don't ask questions in pry. It's just from your breathing patterns, you know.
Right.
That's why I sit, you know, like I sat with you before I opened up the meditation prayer room. We sat at the front. I want to sit with you. I want you to have a good look at me before we even start. You know, I want you to feel me before we start, because I can tell you anything and hypnotize you, right? You just following my words.
Right.
Trust me, because I'm the therapist. But I like for someone to get to know me and see me for who I am. What I am, not who I am, you know? And it's like I did with you, you know, we sit, we breathe together. I let you feel my energy, I feel yours. You know, I want to see with that breathing pattern how your body settles before we even start. The healing is already taking place because you're aware of your breath. The most important thing we got, you know, breathing.
Yeah.
You know, don't skip it. You know, like I told you, and not everybody, because people can take it the wrong way or process it a different way. I call it making love to the breath. Pay attention to your breath. Feel your breath.
Love knows to the body.
I'm telling you, know, like feel how you're breathing before we get on this table.
Right.
You know, before we even start. So I don't like to do that. I have to do that. I'm a part of that whole healing, you know, and all massage therapists are. Don't get me wrong. Some people just do more of the physical work, and they do amazing work. I'm not taking anything away from anyone. That is healing to the physical body. But there's so much more going on, you know? And sometimes people don't have a knot, but they're hurting. They have an ache somewhere, and that's energetic trauma.
Right.
At least, you know?
Right.
So I like for someone to, if they're comfortable doing that, right? They have their own power with me, which you know. You have your own power. I'm not going to take away from you. I'm going to keep that power with you. But just to breathe, check in before we start. You know, it's a different atmosphere, different energy here. Go ahead and tap into the love of yourself before we even start. So that's what takes place before we even start with the massage therapy.
Yeah.
And I also have to know that you're not giving me something I don't want energetically. And which you know, I love me. I love me. You know, I'm staging all the time. You know, I have to be when someone releases a breath, they don't understand that. A lot of people say that, you know, energy have words, right? That breath does too.
Yep.
When someone releases that, I'm gonna let you see me clear. When they release that, I can feel that. And I know what to do next moving forward. That person him or her may have had a certain trauma in their life, right? So I might stay away from the leg. Do a complete upper body massage.
Yep.
But all that comes from a breath. Because some people are not in tune with, you know, what's going on or what they need. It's just like, yeah, I have tight shoulders because of my job, you know, and they're not in tune with who they are.
Right.
You know, like they are, but, you know, they've been distracted, you know, and that breath really goes a long way. Everybody that's listening, the breath goes a long way right now. If you just close your eyes, cut everything.
Let's do it.
Right? Let me take my hat off. Let me show some respect, you know? No, seriously, if you can close your eyes right now, like in all seriousness, take a deep breath in, hold it 1 or 2 seconds, and release it slow. That right there. That's how we start. That's how I start.
That is how it starts.
That's how I start. You know, but at the same time, I'm doing it with you like I did it with you. You weren't alone. You didn't feel, you know, isolated or nothing like that. I'm with you.
Right.
In that breath. In your, like I asked you, are you okay with me being in your space?
Yep.
So I'm in that space with you. I'm loving
like
with
right
you.
there.
That's right.
It was
I'm
right
telling
there.
you, let's go ahead and exchange that frequency of love now. I
That's
don't
right.
want my love later. I want it right now.
Yep.
You know? So I hope that answers your question. Yeah. So it's just, I'm a part of healing in the space of beyond just the body. Just, which, trauma lies the body, mind, and spirit.
Yes.
You know what
So
I'm saying? So
yeah. So there's this book, The Body Keeps Score. Have you read that? The Body Keeps
I
Score?
haven't read that one. You got
Okay.
me. You got me tonight. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
it.
all right, all right. So
All right.
I have my massage with you on Wednesday. So I'll bring it with me on
Mhm.
Wednesday. I'll let you
I
borrow it.
appreciate that.
Yeah, it's good. But it talks about how trauma stores itself in the body, right? In various places in the body. And we as women tend to hold a lot of our trauma in our bellies, in our womb, in our hips, in our glutes, and so in our lower back, right? And so physically, all of this is like one kinetic chain, like everything is connected. Spiritually, I don't want to get too deep, but I can start talking about epigenetics, right? And so the trauma that you carry might not actually be your own trauma, could be from your mom or your grandmom. So if you think about when your grandmother was pregnant with your mom, women, you are born with all of the eggs that you will have. So technically speaking, you were already an egg and a baby in the womb of your grandmother. So the things that your grandmother physically experienced, your mother experienced in the womb, or your dad experienced in the womb, right? And you automatically still carry some of that. So sometimes it's trying to figure out where the trauma is coming from, but it shows up in the body. There have been times I've been on the table. I don't know if you know this because I was just breathing heavy, but like I just had like tears. It's like, God, I don't know where it's coming from, but I'm just let it go. Right. So I kind of want to dive a little bit more into the healing modality that you do, because yes, you do the cupping, and we can explain what that is shortly, right? And then you pull out equipment that you call Bay, and it looks like it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
And it does a little bit.
Yeah. I love them.
but even with that, there's still this, it's like you can, like, yeah, you're finding the knots, but you're finding these energetic knots, right? And these blockages that are in various, energy centers in the body. So how did you get into that space? Like, why you said that it was destined for you to be a healer, right? That's the calling on your life. So how did you know that? And then how did you decide to unapologetically, right, authentically be you in this space, not fearful of, is this going to be okay for some people, right?
Oh man. Oh. If it's going to be okay for some people. You know what? I don't really have, like the mental answer like that. Like it's a mental knowing where to go and what to do and which individual needs. It just happens. I can't take credit for it. I really can't. I can't take credit for that. But I can feel it. Some people could be sitting there like, yeah, all my clients know, even
Right.
the men, that actually cry on the table. Yeah. And they're like, oh, why does this happen to me, man?
I don't know what you just rubbed out.
I'm telling you, it just happened. I can't take credit for it. Like I said, I'm just a part of that frequency. It just works through like it works through a lot of others. I can't say. I'm just led to it.
Okay.
And it, you know what? It's that energetic dance between both of us. And we meet. We meet in that space. I'm there, that person is there, and we both know what it needs beyond our minds. Yeah. How healing takes place. I have no control. My client doesn't have control. We're just there in a safe, peaceful place, of course. Right. And it just happens.
Okay.
Yeah, it just happens, and it's a beautiful thing to watch it. And I wouldn't want it any other way. because I don't want my ego attached to I did this for someone. You know what I mean?
Right.
I made that happen. I didn't. I'm just a part of that wave, you know, and that current. And I call it that, like we talk about that energetic. I tell we're gonna do an energetic dance. I'm not gonna lead. You're not gonna lead. You know, we're just gonna dance with each other and create. You know, and whatever. When it happens, it just happens. You know.
Yeah, it's magical though. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. Listen.
Yeah, it just happens because, you know, in that space, it's easily for someone to take your power away.
Yes.
You know, easily take your power away or reinforce that trauma that you're talking about.
Talk about that.
Generation. You know what I mean? Reinforce that trauma. We all have had trauma, of course, and we all have a pain body, right? Pain body. Energetically, we have a pain body. And if someone is not aware of their pain body and what comes with that, and when it's there and it's present, they're giving that right back to another person. Like you said, sometimes it's not your own. You got that right. It's not.
Yeah.
And if I'm not aware, I can give you mine. And mine can come through really strong because I'm clear, I'm open and vulnerable. Right. You know, I'm vulnerable. You hear that, man? I am vulnerable. I'm very vulnerable. Vulnerable makes you powerful.
Yes.
I'm not strong and I'm not weak. I don't believe in those two. You believe in being strong, you believe in being weak. I'm just powerful. The Creator made me powerful, so that's what I am. I'm very vulnerable. So being very vulnerable and clear and open, if I'm not aware, I can give you some trauma that I have had or not have had, because if that's clear, but I'm still working on.
Right. So how do you protect yourself, right? So, because like even as a yoga teacher, when, you know, what we do is to create space and hold space, right? If I'm walking through and I'm physically touching you to help you explore a depth of a pose or to connect or whatever, energetically, I'm mindful of, like you just said, the energy that I have that I'm giving off, and I'm not trying to take whatever it is that you release it on your mat. So how do you, because I'm sure you are busy. I know you're busy because it takes forever to get booked with you, which is why I book as soon as I get off the table. So,
I know, right? I got to get better at that.
Yeah, no, you are. You've gotten so much better.
I got so much better, right?
You got better.
All right, cool.
But how do you protect your energetic space and field with the fact that you are literally touching people all day, every day?
Every day, all day, every day. Well, what I do before at the beginning of my day, at the end of the day, is I sage the entire space, cleansing.
Okay.
And also, so I meditate a lot, you know, just clearing and knowing how I resonate, what I am, again, not who I am, not the personality thing, not the ego thing, just what I am without a title. Pure identity. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm just out there, you know, I'm a part of that whole thing, you know? So knowing how I resonate, what my energy is like, what I'm a part of. I don't really go into like I'm going in to protect, because I'm already setting up to be kind of closed off. What I do is I'm aware of something that's not of me. If it's heavy, sticky, dark, I step away from that body part and I let it pass by me.
Okay.
So being truly self-aware, not self-aware mentally, that shifts, you know, right. But truly self-aware, I'm able to recognize what's happening and I can move away from it. Because you can't stop it. Energy is energy, you know, it's going to manifest, it's going to travel. I step aside, let that travel away, because I'm helping that client release it, but I make sure I don't pick it up.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's just more of a recognition of, in that space, different from yoga, of course, like you were saying on the mat, I'm touching them. You know, it's powerful. And I'm closer. So I just allow it to step back and you know, let it go away that way. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So how many clients do you have a day?
It depends on how
Okay.
the week before was and how my body is
Okay.
feeling. I structure it that way. But mainly it's like the most about six.
Okay.
Maybe six, usually around like 4 or 5, because I'm working, which you know.
Yeah.
I'm putting in work. If you're looking at
Especially with
my
money.
IG, I have some relaxing stuff on there, right?
Yeah.
But if you're looking
Yeah.
at my IG, please don't be confused when you come in there, right? I'm going to help you relax, but we're going to work. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
love putting in the work. So you won't be cheated, and I'm gonna address everything you need. So doing more than that it can be a little taxing on my body.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you decompress?
Well, after each session in my meditation prayer room, I go in there after each
Okay.
session and I give myself time. I don't stack clients on top of each other.
Okay.
Like you said before, I told you to take your time, and you should take your time. Take your time. Don't rush getting up to rush back out there for what society has waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're in this powerful space now that we've just created. Take your time.
Right.
You hopping up for it. Like you said, you about to fall. You just got that William
Well, we
experience.
only had to do that one time. I was good after that.
You got the William experience.
Take a nap.
Yeah, you got the William experience. You can't just get up
That's right.
and think you just gonna put on your clothes and walk out. I might hear a thud in the room, So I go in there and I sit and I decompress. Again, making sure I didn't pick up anything not of me.
Right.
And I just sit there and clear, and love myself and being thankful and grateful for that person.
Okay.
For coming in. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So you and I have talked about this, but other people might have this question, so I'm going to ask it anyway, even though I know the answer to it. But when you go on vacation, right? Because most people get massages
right
on vacation, right? And I think I told you that one of the best massages I thought that I had ever had was when I was in the DR, and it was like I had a $750 resort credit, so I used that credit towards the spa because clearly I wasn't paying for a $500 massage.
I know that's right.
So the massage there was 2 women, and they were in like perfect synchronization. Like I couldn't tell who was on my head and who was on my big toe. It was insane, but it was the most beautiful thing I thought I had ever had in my entire life. And then I roll up in Charlotte and I get this William experience, as you call it. And I was like, yeah, that was all right, but this right here.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
So when you unplug, right, when you go on vacation, do you get massaged?
No.
Okay.
No.
Gotcha.
No. I don't let just anyone touch me. I don't think it's only a few people can say they ever given me a massage, Again, that energetic exchange. I don't care if they have the best techniques in the world. If you do not care about me and appreciate me, you're not touching me.
Okay.
I am not a buck. I am not a dollar. And I don't treat others like that, other clients like that as well. Well, I'm gonna stop saying clients because it's like friends and family.
Yeah.
Everybody that come to see me, we gonna hang out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we're gonna heal.
Right.
And again, I don't have the answers for them to heal. They heal themselves, of course. But no, I don't let just anyone touch me. I don't know, because not to say those people, it may be some amazing people there that know the craft, but for the most part, they're overworked, and they just ready for the next person to come in, Oh, wait a minute. Now, I have had one before, but you know what happened?
You got tickled?
So oily.
Oh.
Behind the ears. I'm like, but I felt oily. I didn't feel complete.
Okay.
I felt like I got ripped off.
Okay.
That's my experience.
Okay.
And I know of others that have had that experience.
Mm-hmm.
And they always say, I don't know why I did that. I should have just waited and come back and see you. I told my husband I should have waited. I'm going to see William. That's it. I don't want a massage, That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, so I don't. I want someone to be present with me. because
Okay.
they may pick up on things that I didn't know I needed.
Mm.
I want to be healed too when I'm on the table. I want you to take your time. Be aware. Don't have someone booked after me like 5 or 10 minutes.
Right.
Take that time with me. I need that. It
Right.
goes a long way. So no, I don't do that. I just want someone to be aware. I'd rather wait.
Okay. So then you brought up some points as to why you don't like what you're looking for and what you have to experience in order to allow somebody to touch you and massage you. So kind of sum up those same things for people that are listening that are like, okay, now I'm intrigued because I know I can't go back to I'm gonna go to massage and be looking at my masseuse like, you a masseuse, aren't you? So like
No, he licensed.
what
He
are
licensed. He got a
questions like, should
job.
people be interviewing? Is it an interview process? Like, should I ask questions and want to understand like what's your experience, what's your technique? What are those types of things that people should be equipped with when they are starting to look for a massage therapist?
Do they appreciate you as soon as you walk in the door? If they own their own practice, but if you had a franchise, it's different. When they come and get you, or you appreciate it. I'm not talking about with just lip service. Like, do you actually really feel appreciated, or do you feel like you're being hustled? That's the first sign right there. You should turn around, and go out the door. Make sure that you are really appreciated, and make sure that the therapist is listening to you. You're not giving you a script. Make sure that they're listening to you. Make sure you appreciate it. Trying to think what else I'd be looking for. Man, that's a great question. Because for me, make sure you empower too. To make sure when they take you in that room, you own the space. You have to be completely safe, right? And feeling powerful, not just sitting in there feeling vulnerable and like you don't have a voice. So see if that person, he or she, right, gives you that voice to say, if you ever feel uncomfortable, if you need to speak up about the pressure. Some people feel like, I may not, say something. I don't want to interrupt you, things like that. So just to make sure you're feeling empowered. That's the most important 3 things that I would give advice. Yeah. Okay. Definitely appreciating when you walk through that door that you are very welcome and you're not just another person coming to spend some money with. Definitely. Okay. And they got to listen to you. I'm going to say it again. Got to listen to you. Pay attention when someone is really listening to you when you say what you need. Ask as many questions that you want. Yeah. Don't feel like you have to bow down to somebody when you walk in the room just because they're the therapist. Stand in your power, tell them your needs, and make sure that they're met. Yeah. Yeah. Make sure that they're met. Because, because they give, like a doctor's office, some people go in, they give all their power away. Why? That's the same thing. We've gotten some people some of the trauma that they have.
Absolutely.
So, you know what I mean? So make sure that they empower you and you own that room. Ask the questions that you need and kind of go from there. Because even asking a lot of questions like, so what modalities, that you are, or like you like to practice. Some people don't know that lingo. Some people don't know that language. When if I start talking about rhomboids and levator scapula and insertions and all this stuff, it's like they get lost in that.
Right.
So just starting with those things, it's about, empowering yourself. Those are your tools. And then you can kind of go into like what that person, practice on that you really liked and some of the things you didn't like, and you can kind of customize it how you want it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because of course, when you're booking a massage, it's like you schedule the deep tissue, you want a deep tissue. But if it wasn't a deep tissue, you can kind of go into those things like, well, I need more pressure here up top with my lower extremities. I want you to go lighter and do a little bit more stretching. You know what I mean? So communication is key. Okay. Do not hold your tongue. I said it. Do not hold your tongue. All my family and friends that come and see me, they do not hold their tongue. They say whatever they need to say to me, period. This is not a lot, people. They say, hey, William, I want this. Last week, you did this, but this week, I don't want any of that. And I don't even take it personal.
Yeah. So let's help educate people too, because some people hear Swedish massage, deep tissue massage, they see cupping, there's dry cupping, there's wet cupping. Then of course now you've got, my son walks around with the hypervolt, like that's really doing something for him, but I don't think he knows how to use it correctly. But that's another conversation, just in case he's listening. So let's talk about that. Like, so how would I know that I need certain things, right? Let's just say I know my back hurts, right? In what situation would I need cupping? Like, what are the benefits of, what is cupping and what are the benefits of it?
Cupping, man, it's I don't think we have enough time to even, I don't want to give the short version because I need people to have the cupping is something else, when you're cupping and moving things around like that. So, when someone comes to see me, we'll talk more about it then if they want to know about that. I don't want to skim over the cupping. It'll take a while. And I don't want people to get lost in a lot of that. You get what I'm saying? I want to be thorough and complete.
Okay. See y'all, you see why I go to him every month? He's thorough. He's going to start something he can't finish.
There's no need. They're like, well, I thought this was, no, and I don't want to say something that I was off on and other therapists watching like he was wrong. You don't know it. So I'd rather take my time and talk to someone one-on-one so I can explain it really thorough about that.
Okay.
But deep about the deep tissue and Swedish like that, I don't do a lot of Swedish. I relax you, but Swedish is more of a like relaxing, lighter pressure. Swedish can be involved a lot more in sports massage because in sports massage, you're doing a lot more stretching.
Okay.
I don't go too deep in a sports massage personally. It's more of a lighter touch, creating some more blood flow. Deep tissue, of course, a lot of people hear about that. It's not about how deep you go and the pain. It's about how much the tissue and the muscle is allowing, right? People say, it has to hurt to be better. That's not true. Whoever's teaching that, and if your therapist told you that, there you go.
Get a new therapist.
I'm not trying to mess up anyone's money, but
I will say it. Listen, we're being unapologetically honest today. So.
Yeah, because if someone says to me, go deeper, and if it's not comfortable for me, I'm not doing it.
Right.
I'm pretty strong. I can go, but I'm not doing that. If it's not going to benefit you, and you're chasing a sensation, we're not getting any work done. I'm here to do a job for you. So I don't go, it's not about going, it being painful, rather. It's just about paying attention to how the body's allowing you into that muscle for me.
Okay.
Like it's kind of smooth. But of course you're going a little bit deep, and sometimes it can hurt due to trigger points and things like that. Totally get it, and knots, I get that. But for me, I just don't go too deep, not like that. But you feel me, right? You feel me.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there. But
you are.
Jump off the table and you know what, and be injured and hurt the next day. Yeah. But again, like this, but the Swedish and stuff, it's more like relaxing, which is beneficial as well.
Okay. Yeah. And so what is the, so if someone were to go on your website, and we're going to make sure people have your contact information. So if they go on your website, they're going to see all of these different types of massages that you offer, right? And there was one on there called the Lomi Lomi massage. What is the Lomi Lomi massage? He smiles.
I don't even practice it that much anymore, but it's a Hawaiian style massage, right? It's a beautiful flow. And now if you watch true Lomi Lomi massages, right? A lot of people just use a towel to cover the genitals, right? And for a woman covering her breasts. And it's a beautiful flow I'm talking about from head to toe. You flowing, right? I do it sometimes, but I just use the sheet and just drape half of the body up and cover, but it's a beautiful, relaxing flow. Now I add a little deep tissue in there. Right. Sometimes I can be on the spot and you like, ooh, right there, if you can go a little deeper, I'll go a little deeper, because it feels good to get that spot. But Lomi Lomi is a beautiful, and it's art. It's art in motion. Okay. It's art and more. I am massage, the art of healing. It's art in motion. You like that?
Right. So did you come up? Yeah. So okay. So that's I've got like one more question, and then I'm gonna kind of help us wrap this whole thing up. But
Cool.
your Instagram handle, right? I am my logo, right? And your shirt, I am massage, right? So how did you come up with that? Why that?
God gave it to me.
Okay.
I am massage. You know, I am the two most powerful things ever spoken in the universe, period. I am it. I embody everything about it. That's not my ego speaking. This is exactly what I am. So God gave me that. The universe said, this is what you're going to call it. It's simple, but it embodies everything. And every time someone speaks it, it speaks power back into your practice so you can give to other people. Oh, reincarnation. I am massage. When you speak, that energy comes right back to us. And I get right back again. And then, you know, like this on Instagram, I am my logo. I am it. I am massage. I just wanted to keep that going. Every time I am. Every time I see it, I speak about it. You speak about it. It's reinforced with that frequency from God, the universe. I love it. Yep. Absolutely. I'm starting to roll now. Can you see?
I see you. Like, I'm like, oh, we only got like 14 more minutes. Like, we should go back to the cupping question.
We could have, but I'll save it.
We're gonna bring you back on again. Yeah. So I'm gonna see if there are any other comments or questions that are coming through, because I'm getting some privately. But you know, I think I'm grateful to my friend that referred me to you, because I get let's see, I think I've almost been coming to you almost a year. I think it started in July or August of last year, and it doesn't seem like that though. But
to me, it seems a little longer because I see you a lot.
That's because I'm up there. Yes. Because you are an official bill. Like, this is not a treat, right? This is.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Because that cheap stuff. Now, don't get it wrong. It's not like I charge. It's not outrageous. You know what I mean?
No, you are incredibly reasonably priced. Like, I don't want to put your prices out here, but yeah, like, don't. I mean, I'm not.
You got to give back. I'm glad you said that. You know, you got to give back, you know, not just picking certain times to give back. I give back with that price and the work that I put in. I'll give back right then. So some people say, you don't ever run deals. Do you know what I'm doing in the room?
Yeah, like, no, you can't. Yeah, you can't cheapen. You can't take it any lower than what it is. I'm saying that I'm surprised it's not higher. And again, because like I said, I paid hundreds of dollars for far less, right? So, you know, I just, so thank you for, you know, the sense of community with the work that you're doing, right? Because it's not just, all right, it's not like when you go to some hair salons as a Black woman where, you know, they like got 3 people booked at the same time and you're in there for 4 or 5 hours, right? Or, you know, as soon as you get out the wash bowl, you get in the chair. It's not like that. It is a very personal, customized, individual experience. I mean, down to the cucumber water that you're now giving at the end of the session. Thank you.
You like that? with the candles flickering off the wall.
I mean, it's a whole vibe, y'all. Listen, I'm telling you now, I do that. I said once a month, sometimes twice. I will drive 90 minutes for a 90-minute massage. Do you offer 2-hour massages? I don't think I ever asked.
I offer up to 3 hours if it's work to be done.
I'm gonna text you when this is over. Okay.
Cool. The line is open. The line is open.
But you have clients that are not just based in Charlotte, right? So your clients kind of come from all over.
All over, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I say all that to say, listen, guys, if you're listening to this, you have access, right? You need to, he is so incredibly worth it. Like, this is just amazing. And, you know, if you guys liked what you heard today, you want to learn more, you want to connect with William, you want to connect with me. We're actually running a little special. I don't want to make this salesy, but just real quick, the community in which I'm one of the global coaches is called Color Me World. And what I love about Color Me World is that I'm able to do what I love for free. like we just offer ourselves and this healing, like this conversation that we're having right now, we're just offering it because it's important. Like, you guys need this information. And maybe you have a massage booked for next week somewhere, and maybe you're rethinking that because you now know you're now equipped to ask some different questions and to make sure that you're going to be able to get what you need and it not just be this physical relaxation experience for you, right? So if you're interested in learning more about the Color Me World community and how the types of, I don't know, the calls we have, the webinars, the master classes, we do all kinds of stuff in this community, and we're actually offering a 50% discount tonight for the next 72 hours. If you want to join, you can get an annual membership. You get 50% off of our annual membership. So it's basically $49. And you get access to information like this, master classes like this, how to build your business, how to automate your business, how to generate generational wealth for you and your children, how to invest, how to get your credit together, how to speak Spanish, how, book clubs. We have so much going on in this community, and I absolutely love it. And so I just had to pause to throw that in there because community is important. And so I actually feel like, like William is a part of my community, right? He's like my soul tribe. So there are people that, like, okay, yeah, if I've got some stuff going on, like I need an appointment, and I will text, and I will keep texting until I get a response. And then I'll threaten to go to Massage Envy, and then I get a response. That's and I true. Get my appointment.
That's true. You have. That is the truth. I've gotten better though.
You
no
gotten
excuse.
so much better. Listen, and that's the thing. Better. Your business has just. It appears, and again, I haven't known you that long, but from what I see, it's just organic. You're not out there doing, you're not an influencer, right? It is literally organic.
Yeah, God sends me everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you don't resonate with me, we won't work together. And I'm not being rude. It's what's best for each individual.
Right.
And the frequency I'm on is about healing. Some people don't understand that frequency. Some people, for whatever reason, they're in that pain, so definitely everything is organic. I love it. I'm in love with it. This is beautiful. This is healing.
All right. I got to ask the question.
Uh-oh.
How often, come on now, this is because I know this has happened. How often have people tried to book with you to shoot their shot?
Whoo, man. All the time.
All the time.
I don't blame them, but I'm not for them. Yeah, I don't blame them, but I'm not for them.
Gotcha.
But they keep their power. I don't, anyway. It's just, just because it looks good to you don't mean it's for you.
Right.
Yeah, and most people approach more based off look stuff, and they don't know what I am. They're gonna.
So I'm gonna just put it out there, y'all. The man is married, so don't try and go and book an appointment. Okay.
I love you.
Okay. Keep all that energy over
there. Yeah, I keep it on, man. Only when I'm not massaged.
This man is happily married. You went ghost and popped up married, like, oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I say all that to say, listen, he is well worth. I'm telling you, amazing to budget for this type of experience, but go with the right intentions. And we talked about energy and the importance. So I'm telling you now, don't slide up in them DMs. Don't make me look bad, y'all. Okay.
They ain't gonna make you look bad. No, this family here, we roll. We roll.
Yeah, we are good.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So I'm just going to pause. Let's see, we got 5 minutes left. Let me just see if there are any other comments or questions. Is there anything that you want to leave with the people before we wrap it up tonight?
Even if it's not me, find someone that really cares about you. You're going to always resonate with someone that truly cares about you. Massage therapy is just not about just getting a knot out and things like that and kind of loosening up your muscles. It is a whole healing experience, even if the therapist is not into energy work, even if it's a therapist that's doing a lot of sports massage, he or she is really assisting. I don't like to use the word help. You don't need my help. I'm just assisting. That person is really assisting you on the healing, so find someone that really appreciates you and cares. And you know what? I have to say this. Don't be hypnotized. Don't be conned. Don't be fooled. You know how you go? And the therapist is really good at first. You keep going back, they start slacking. See, that's not respect. That's not appreciating you. It's not free.
Right.
Either you or your kids can benefit from that money that you spend. You can invest it in something. You know what I mean? And if they doing the same, let me tell you something. Now your body will adapt. Muscle has memory.
Mm-hmm.
Same techniques all the time. Same thing. My body's not even the same as last week. You're doing the same techniques on me. That type of stuff. Be aware of routines.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the same as yesterday.
Right.
Get with someone and be a part of someone that absolutely is paying attention, aware of who and what you are. Seriously.
Absolutely. I don't think I have not had one massage that has been the same since I've been coming to you. Yeah. Yeah. I think the last one, I think I texted you. I was like, what was in the stage? Because like a walking funny.
That's right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, therapists and clients as well, liquid sage, I'm gonna give you a little secret. Not that perfume, watered down stuff. Find you some good stuff. Contact me. Liquid sage in a session with energy work. I can't even whistle. You hear that? It's good stuff.
That was close enough.
That was close.
It was close enough. All right, we got one more question that just came in. Actually, two questions. Okay, so how do you know if it's the right person before you book?
Oh, I'm never 100%. I'm never 100%. And if I can't say I can't find them by name or only find a little bit information, this is not about reading about them. It's the look in the eye, the truth about them. I don't care how they're posing in the picture or anything like that. The truth behind it. And then I'll meditate on it.
Okay.
And that's why it takes a long time for me to get back to people.
Gotcha.
Yeah, making sure it's right for me.
You didn't take long to get back to me. It was like a couple hours.
See,
I was just putting it out there. Anyway, that's okay. But okay. So on the flip side, like that's your process. But someone that is not within a driving radius of you, right? So now they've heard this. They're like, I want that experience, and I need to plan that. Okay. But in the interim, how do I interview a massage therapist? How do I know if that person is right for me before I walk into the space and lay on the table?
Ooh, man. Make sure they ask, jot down all the questions that you have. Make sure it's not a lot. No one wants to answer a lot of questions, but the things that are most important to you, and make sure they reach you there. Okay. Make sure they reach you in that space. You feel like, okay, yeah, well, I can work with that. I can start with that. So I would write down the questions that's really, that you really need, and see if they meet that. And watch how people present themselves when they answer the question back. If they feel annoyed or if they're short with the answers, you already know they're going to be short with you. Right. Right. I would write down my questions and make sure they meet there, and then sit with it yourself and meditate about it to make sure the universe will answer every single time.
There you go. That's a mic drop right there. There you go. Meditate on that thing. Just wait for you. This is my mic. I'm not gonna let it drop though, but there it is. And this has been absolutely amazing, William. Thank you so much for giving me some of your time and sharing and holding space with me and just pouring into the community. Because, it's not just about, like we said, it's not just about, just tickling and oils and, rubbing out some physical knots. And I think this has been really helpful and enlightening to people. Make sure that you connect with him. You can follow him on Instagram. His information is under there, or it's scrolling right there. It is. I am my logo on Instagram. Right there. Make sure that you connect with him, follow him. If you have more questions, reach out to him. Now, listen, y'all, don't be like, hey, let me pick your brain and ask 500 questions. You want to pick somebody's brain, take the time to have a consultation and pay for those services. But thank you so much. I want to be mindful of the time. Guys, thank you so much. And again, I hope to see you all in the Color Me World community. You can follow me on Instagram as well. My Instagram is right there, Keena Unmasked. It's also all of our social media handles pretty much are all the same. And again, if you want more of this and you want it for free, you can hop into the Color Me World community, and we're offering that that sale for you guys. So you get 50% off using the code Art of Healing 06, and that is 50% off for the next 72 hours. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Arts of Healing with Kina Hodges and William Jeter.
Thank
I will be
you.
back next time. And William, I'm going to see you on Wednesday.
We'll talk.
So, yeah, we'll talk.
All
All
right.
righty. Bye,
Peace.
everybody.